Well, one of the joys I've had in this process of researching the Hall of Fame inductees of this initial class is getting to speak with Darlene Long-Smith, one of the first great women's basketball players in Summertown history. After playing her middle school ball at the school and center, she stood at 4'10" as she joined the high school team as a freshman. So Coach Ralph Benson, and let's not forget, Coach Ralph Benson also coached women's basketball. He nicknamed her Peanut. As a member of the 54-55 women's team, Darlene automatically became part of history, as it was the inaugural season played in the gym where Summertown currently plays today. She might be mad at me for pointing this out, but this upcoming season will be the 70th anniversary of the inaugural season at that gym that we play in today that she was a part of. At least looking back at the old scorebooks, it appears the first game at that gym was against Centerville on November 12th, 1954. And while it's viewed by everybody that comes in there today as one of the smaller courts you'll see anywhere, Darlene's comments to me was she was pretty overwhelmed how large the court looked when it was brand new and she was coming to Summertown from center to play. She's afraid she'd run out of energy too quick on that large court. But in looking back at the old scorebooks, it was determined that Darlene, although very short in size, scored over 1,600 points during her 4 years at Summertown. And clearly this was at a time before the three-point line. It was also a time without classification, so she did a lot of that scoring on larger schools. What may be the most impressive of all is after she graduated from Summertown, Darlene played basketball for the Nashville Business College. Now, if you're like me, you may not have realized that there was no NCAA basketball women's tournament before 1982. So in her time, the Amateur Athletic Union, AAU, was really the only league where female athletes could continue their careers in those days. And Darlene was recruited by that Nashville Business College who dominated that league in those days. And she was playing basketball for them within days of graduating high school in '58. One source said she played AAU basketball within 14 states that first year out of high school. To give you an idea of what kind of team she was playing for, Darlene's coach at the Nashville Business College was John Head, and he was in the inaugural class of the Women's Basketball Hall of Fame in '99. One of her teammates, Nara White, thought to be the best women's basketball player of her time. She's enshrined in the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame. That's the one that Jordan and Magic Johnson are enshrined in. So for you Loretta fans, who I'm sure have heard a lot about your legendary 58 girls basketball championship team, Ruth Brown from that 58 team was one of Darlene's teammates in this Nashville Business College. And by the way, Darlene, graduating in '58, remembers that Loretta 58 team really well. That was one of the better teams that she recalls playing in high school. So Darlene's impact on Summertown sports continued in recent years. Both sons, Philip and Jason, played basketball, and grandchildren Sarah Beth and Jake Smith played multiple sports throughout their senior seasons at Summertown. I'm honored, I'm thrilled to present as an inductee for the inaugural class, Lawrence County Sports Hall of Fame, wearing number 10, Miss Peanut herself, Miss Darlene Long-Smith.